welcome to this Urban Tango Night recap video, and this is going to be for our first part of our 6-week beginner course, which was held on the 1st of September, and our Thursday class from last week, which I think was the 28th, which was on heroes. So we'll start off the 6-week beginner course. So we start off with the usual of tango posture, leaning forward, getting that flex in the knee, tango in grace of either being close with contact in the chest area or open when there's space between. Leader's right hand comes to the side, follower's left hand resting on top, elbows facing down, leader's right hand coming around the back of the followers as far around as is comfortable and free to move, with the leader looking where they're going over the follower's right shoulder, and for the follower's hands resting on the leader's back and followers looking at the leader's chest or over the shoulder depending on height. We started off with balanceo, so rocking from side to side to define which leg is the free leg, and then going for a walk by moving the chest forward, causing the leg to project backwards, stepping into that space, and then adding in side steps and rock steps by using the chest as the lead and then the body following that. And then we got into the main part of the class, which was Boleos effectively. So we start off with a back circular Boleo by stepping to the right and then getting the follower just to hang on that right leg. Sorry, stepping to the left and follower stepping to the right, and then leader pivoting their chest around so their arms come with them to amplify that motion, and that causes the follower to pivot backwards. If we twist to the left and then as the leader rebounds back to the right, it will cause the leg to whip up if the follower has free leg motion, so she's carrying no tension through the leg. And then we can come back to our collect position, ready to walk out. We then took this and made it into a forward circular Boleo by keeping the rotation of the chest back around to the right, then causing the follower's leg to whip up in front in this castrogada position. And we can then reverse the motion. So the important thing here is the rebound of the chest changing direction causes the whipping motion. So there needs to be a sharpness to that motion, but it's not the speed overall that causes this effect. We can then modify this once the follower is in her Boleos by walking backwards to make this into a calcita. And finally, when we have the follower in this position, we looked at a pianassa by the leader stepping around the back of the follower, lifting their chest up and to the left, which causes the follower to do a high leg wrap. And then we can take this out by twisting the chest to the left and walking through, and we'll be looking more at this forward pivoted step in next Monday's class. In Thursday's class we had some new faces and we looked at heroes because they had done some tango before, although not in Wales. I was to say not in this country, which I suppose is true. So we looked at the heroes just to see where the technique was. So we mainly looked at actually heroes going anti-clockwise and clockwise, but really focusing on the technique of these side steps for the hero, making sure that they are a good size. Side step going from the leader's right hand side to the left hand side when going anti-clockwise. As the leader turns away, the follower keeping their chest with their leader to build up this torsion, arching their foot around the leader so they're not stepping away, pivoting so their feet are together, and then taking that side step, again travelling from the leader's right to their left, and then having the leader pivot them backwards before taking that back step around the leader, so making sure that each of those 4 phases were neat and tidy. We then looked at this going in the clockwise direction, exactly the same though, but normally starting with the back step or back pivot into the back step phase around the leader. And just again making sure that the follower is stepping into the leader's space to come around in a neat circle. Finally, we just added in a couple of sacadas into that clockwise phase. So as the leader comes around, ready for this forward step pivot, the leader can step through and step through into a sandwich and back out again. So this is then again the leader to add their own rotation and effectively their own hero step, because this forward step is pivoting into effectively a side step, even though it is slightly forward, and then the block is another forward step phase. So for the leaders we cut out the back step. Anyway, thank you for watching and we hope to see you in another class very soon.